Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Monday, November 13th. We are halfway through this month. The week has gone by so fast. Hopefully you had a good weekend. We had a demonstrator event on Saturday. Stampin' Up! Had their on stage, which used to be convention, but it was a virtual event. So my sister Tina and my Stampin' sister Amanda, so the three of us are all on Tina's, or the two of us are on Tina's team. We did an event for our team members who had signed up to do the onstage virtual, and 21 of us gathered together for a fun day of stamping. So it was great. Sunday was just a work around the house, and I don't know, I just don't seem to get done what I think I'm going to get done, but that's okay. It'll all get there, right? Okay. Leave me messages about what you did this weekend. I am trying to get it pulled up here so that I can kind of try to follow comments. Okay, we are there. We've got some watching. Yay. Hopefully you found me easy. I believe if you follow my Stamp with Peggy page, then it should be sending you notices. You may have to go in and tell it, yes, you know me, and yes, you want notifications. Okay. All right. So Sharon's here, and I got to get closer to see Judith. So Song, hi, I'm so glad you found me. Roseanne, yes, was with me on Saturday, and we all had such a great time. Stampin' Up! Did a wonderful job. We did a couple of make and takes that they did, and then Tina, Amanda, and I all designed a make and take for everybody also. We had Olive Garden for lunch, got a big buffet. There was tons of food left. It was wonderful. Hi, Jan. Hi, Wendy and Annette. You guys, thank you all so much for joining tonight. Okay, we have a couple of different things. First thing is, yay, yay, yay. Tomorrow begins our seasonal sale. That means that, and I'm going to pull it up here close so that I can see it, 10% off all ribbons and trims. Now, I believe, and again, I have not seen an actual list through, but I believe it is annual catalog and, actually, let me just look at this for a second, and, oh, it does say annual catalog, so it is not the items from the holiday catalog. So ribbons and trims are 10% off. That rarely ever happens. The inks, which include Memento, StazOn, Versamark, all of the classic inks in the regular size pads. It does not include bundles. It includes refills. It includes markers. It includes Stampin' Blends. You guys know how much I love my Stampin' Blends. I'm going to go through mine yet tonight so that I can get on and get some ordered to replace some of my bad ones. Hi, Linda. Okay, and papers are 20% off. That includes cardstock, specialty papers like the watercolor paper, I believe the vellum paper, all the designer papers in the annual catalog are all 20% off, okay? So it's a great time to stock up on some of these. I'm also, hi Margie, I'm also throwing in a little gift for anyone who spends, I kind of put $75 last night when I sent everything out. I may lower that a little bit. We'll just watch as the orders come in, but I do have some little treats and things to thank you for placing the order with me. When I turn the screen down, I'll show you again the host code for this month. That's what allows me to be able to give different things away, okay, to the commenting people and for ordering incentives like this. I use those hostess dollars to purchase those things. Okay, that takes care of that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Santa's Workshop, I don't have ready yet, but I'm hoping to be able to get through those things this week. It has just been crazy. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like every single night there is something going on. We have a work night Wednesday night making some fun baby shower favors with one of the girls I work with. So that'll be fun to be able to do that. And, okay. We are going to, before I do that, I guess I better draw last week's comment winners, right? Okay, this is the Elegant Faceted Dots, which are a retired item. And the winner of that is Ruth. And Ruth, I'm sorry, Schurer, I think. So This I will be popping off in the mail to you. And then the second one, and I absolutely love these, adhesive backed glitter sequins. I love them so much because they're flat, so they don't bulk your card up, which I love. And the winner of that is Karen Halterman. So Karen, if you're watching or if anyone knows Karen, make sure you pop her a note to message me or email me that I need your address so that I can get this in the mail to you. Okay? All right, let's get those. Now let's get this put down and let's get started. I know it's still November and I know Thanksgiving is still coming next week. Is it next week? Yeah, it is. Okay, but if you're making gifts or if you have to mail things away, it is time to get them going, right? We can't wait until the last minute. We've got to get them done so that we can get them in the mail. So along with Santa's workshop, then I am working on a few other little surprises and things. I'm trying to get this, and I'm sorry, I'm like wobbling back and forth. Okay, here is the host code for, and it looks like I need to bring you forward a little bit. Nope, I need to back you up a little bit. Does that work? There we go. There's the host code for November, KW46DE2T. Okay? All right, so when we were at the grocery store, I came across, Little Debbie and these little snack cakes. Do you guys remember eating these things in school? I don't think back in the old days, I don't think we had Christmas tree shaped ones, but we did have some other ones. And so I thought these were kind of fun to make a little container for, so that, it's a very simple gift, but we can make it look really cute. Don't you agree? Okay, so let's see. Do I show it to you first? Maybe. We're going to make some adjustments to it. Okay, so here's our box. Isn't that cute? It's about 1 1/4 inches deep and 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches tall. So it's big enough to slide that treat right down in. Again, super simple, but it's adorable. We're using the Walk in the Woods designer paper, which is the one that Stampin' Up! Is giving back $3 from the sale of every package of that to food organizations to help kids. Okay, then I added some of the festive pearls. We untie, and I did put designer paper on the back, which holds the ribbon in place so it doesn't fall off. And then we have a little Velcro dot, and we open it up, and there's our little treat. Now you could easily tuck a gift card, a little pair of earrings, a little, how about lip balm down in there too, to make it a little extra special, or even some cash. I know that's on my older grandson's Christmas list this year. Okay, and who wants to just do a card for cash? It's fun to still get a fun little gift. Little treats are always appreciated. Okay, so we are using the Merriest Trees dies. I absolutely love this tag, which we're using. But then we're also using one of the trees. It's got all the different layers. We're going to use this, so I guess it's the third largest. Okay, then I'm also, let's see, what am I using on this one? The stamp set that coordinates with it, Merriest Trees. I'm using the little snowflakes on it. And then I'm also using the Berry Cute stamp set that has the bear punch that coordinates with it. We're using Merry Christmas. That's where the presents came from that I fussy cut out. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Takes 1 sheet of cardstock, and I will put this on the Facebook and on the YouTube also. It'll be on tomorrow's blog post. Okay, so it's an 8.5 by 11, and we're going to pull the trimmer in. I'm trying to see how I can do this so I can get as much in there as possible for you. Okay, with the 8.5 inch, let's turn it, sorry. Hi, Mary Beth. With the 8.5 inch edge at the top, and I got to see. Okay, I'm cutting off. Here we go. Okay, with the 8.5 inch edge at the top, we are going to score it first at 1.25 inches. Then we're going to move it up and we're going to score it at 6.25 inches and then at 7.5 inches. Okay, so we're going to put it in here. We're going to score it at 1.25 and then we're going to slide it down. We're going to pull the ruler out. You guys know that there is a ruler in there, right? Okay, we're going to slide this over to 6.25 and we're going to score it again. And then we're going to slide it over to 7.5 inches and we're going to score it again. Okay, then we have those. Then we're going to turn it so that the 11 inch edge is at the top. Okay, and then we're going to score it at 3.75, 5 inches, 8.75, and 10 inches. Okay, so 3.75 and score it, and then slide it over to 5 inches and score it, and then 8.75 and score, and then 10 inches and score. Okay, that's it for that. Now we're going to cut away some excess. Let me get that out of the way. Okay, so we're going to pull our paper snips in. Okay, and I did this on the template then. Okay, at the bottom, we're going to cut away this bottom corner. There's 2 squares side by side. And am I getting that? Looks like my screen froze here. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. Okay, there we're back again. Okay, so we have 2 squares down here. So the far left one, we're going to cut that square right out. And I'm going to cut this at an angle. This is my flap that's going to glue my box closed. Okay, so we're going to cut on that score line. And again, I'm going to angle just to take a little bit of the excess out of it. Then we're going to come over to these and we're going to do the same thing down here. We're going to cut up, and we're going to the score line. And then we're just going to wedge out a chunk. Okay. All right. Now we're going to come back to our template. Now we've got up here, we've got 4 corners. We only want to keep this one. We're going to cut these 3 right out. So we're going to cut this right to the score line. And then we're going to cut this one out. And then we're going to cut this one out. Loving those little hearts over there. Thank you so much. Okay, then again, we're going to cut down here. But we're going to take, these are our tabs to go on the inside. So we're just going to take just a little nibbins off from those. Okay, so here we are. We have this. Okay, now this is going to be the back part of our box. And it's going to fold over the front part. Hi, Tammy. Okay, so we're going to cut on this score line. And again, we're going to go right down to the second score line. And we're going to do the same thing here. And then we're going to cut this top part right out. Okay, so we're just going to cut on the score line. And again, we're going to do just a slight little angle so that our tabs will fold in to keep our little snack cake inside. Okay, this whole section, both lines, need to be cut right off. Okay, see how I've got this? That's going to be the front of our box where it folds over. Okay, so just fold that down out of the way. And then we're just going to cut that off. And we're done. Okay, see? We've got here, we cut that corner out. We cut those 3 out, leaving just this one tab. We cut this out, and we cut this top out, leaving this tab. Okay, we can get rid of the template. Now this is where I'm gluing, so we're going to cut that one at an angle also. This one over here, all right, let's do this first. Okay, we're gonna fold on the score lines and we're gonna make sure that it gets nice and crisp. We want our box to be able to fold up really well. Okay, now we're gonna come down to the bottom and we're gonna do the same thing. Thanks, Linda. Hi, Julie. Thanks for joining tonight. Okay, then we're going to turn it over and we're going to do the same thing up here. This, again, remember, is the top of our box. Okay, so we're going to fold it on the score lines. Make sure we use our bone folder and get it nice and crisp. Okay, so what's going to happen is we are going to put adhesive here, and then we're going to create our box. But before we do that, I want these angled. So before we glue it, you can do it afterwards, but it's not as easy. Okay, so we are going to put it into our very best trio punch, and we're punching, and then there we go. Super simple, right? Now let's go ahead and assemble our box. Okay, to make it easy, I'm folding it in. These two, I'm going to put adhesive on that 1-inch flap. We already talked about that. The green liquid glue is fabulous. Stampin' Seal Plus is fabulous. You just want to make sure that you have something that is super strong and will hold your box. Okay, just fold that right over the top. Super simple. And yes, Jan, it will definitely fit all kinds of things. Okay, now we need to seal up the bottom of our box. So, and you know what? I'm going to get my green glue. Okay. So we are going to fold in those tabs. We're going to put green glue on it. Okay. I want the back of my box to go in first to stick to those tabs. And then we're going to close it and seal the bottom of it. I want the front to be the last one. That way the front of my box is all nice and smooth. I don't have a weird angle coming. Then you can use your bone folder to make sure those little tabs stick down really good. Okay. Where's our treat? Look at this. It slides right down in there and our box will close. Okay, so now I am, like I said, using the Walk in the Woods designer paper. And we're going to put one on the front. And it's just going right down flat because we're not worrying about the ribbon right now. Okay, so this, thank you guys for sharing. I just saw those comments. I truly, truly appreciate it. I have 379 of you following me on my page. I would love to hit 400 before the end of this year. That would be amazing. Okay, then I have 1 inch by 4 3/4 inch strips for both sides. Those can go on now. Now remember, I'm not going to put the back on yet until we deal with the ribbon. Okay. Now remember how much is in the, excuse me, Walk in the Woods designer paper. You could, for the size of these, you could make, I believe it's at least 4 boxes out of every print. So out of every 2 sheets. Might be even 5 boxes that you can get out of each sheet. Okay, so there we have that. We are going to put on the back, but not yet. Okay, I need to angle my designer paper. Let's see, I need to go, and this one I struggled with last time. Yes. Nope, I did that backwards. All right, I need to grab another one. course, because I want one. I can't find one, right? Okay, 1 inches by 3.5 inches. Okay, no, it's not 1 inch. It is 3/4 of an inch. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, we're gonna go this way, but now I need this one to angle this way. So to do that, okay, I want it to be, nope, I want it to go, oh my goodness gracious, Peggy. I want it to go this way, which means I need, yep, there we go. I hope. Yay, we did it. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, there you go, Linda, green box. Okay, then we're going to put adhesive and we're going to attach it up here. Thanks for your patience on that. Okay, I buy these on Amazon. They're clear Velcro dots. They're 3/8 inch. And then one section is white, but the rest of the other side is clear. And it's flat. It's not a big bulky one. Okay, so I peel the backing off. I stick it in the center here. Press it, make sure it sticks really good. Peel the backing off the other portion and close it. Give it some pressure and then just kind of let it sit for a second or two. Carefully peel it and then make sure that they both stick down really good. Yay! Okay, now I used, on the other box, I used the green. This is a 2-pack of ribbon, red and green combo. And there's 5 yards of each one. So this time I decided I was going to change things up a little bit, and we're going to do it with red. So I have about 20 inches of the red. So we're just going to tie that onto the front. Oh, yay, Roseanne, I'm so glad. Again, I mean, you could put almost anything inside of here, and they're easy to make. So you could whip some out, drop off surprises. They would be great for Hadley's teachers at school. You could put a little gift card in there with some chocolate, right? Okay, don't like that. Okay. Oh, good. That's what I thought. Okay, we're going to try it with red and see how different it looks, because I'm going to change a couple other parts of it also. Okay, give me a break here. Okay, let's turn the ribbon. Remember, you always got to play with the ribbon a little bit to get it to lay the way you like. It just pops just a little bit more, right? Okay, this one now can go over the back of it so that it holds our ribbon and we don't lose it when we untie it to open the box. Normally, when you tie the ribbon on, you won't need a Velcro on the back, but this one was not or on the front. The Velcro, or without Velcro, it was not staying down the way I like. Okay, so there's that. Now, I'm pulling in, I already die cut the white tag. Remember how much I said I love this, okay? I also already stamped Merry Christmas in real red. And this is a 5/8 inch by 3.5. But we are just going to snip and snip. Okay, there's our words. Now we're going to adhere those to a 3/4 inch by 3.5 inch. Hi, Donna. So glad you joined tonight. Okay, we're adhering that together. And then we're going to, again, snip it off so that we have a little border around it. Okay. Now we need a tree, which is part of the designer paper. Isn't that a fun print too? It's like, oh my goodness. Okay, so we need to get our little mini cut and emboss machine out here. And our plates. Get that out of the way. Scoot this towards me. Okay, so we're going to put that on there. We are going to grab, again, I said it's the third largest die. And then we're going to grab again the Post-it tape that I used to hold my dies in place. And we're going to stick that right down on there and run it through. Sorry, we're going to wiggle and jiggle here a little bit. And I just lost my, there we go. I lost my feed. So I got to be able to see what you're saying and doing and make sure I can stay within the screen here. Okay, let's put that away. Get that out of the way. Okay, there is our tree. Okay, so that is going to go on here. Shame on you, Linda. Get that mini unburied. Use the paper or just unbury and find it. Okay, so we're going to kind of, and I got to find my sample. Yep. And then we're going to put the words straight. So let's go ahead and start building. We need, of course, dimensionals. Okay, so we're going to stick those on. That's after I made the green one, and I love the green one. But as I started playing with the presents and adding some red, I'm like, okay, let's try one that has red on it because I think that's going to look even sharper as it just pops. Oh, and I did it again. Okay, I wanted to add some of the little snowflakes. I did this on the first one too. So before we go any further, I am using Pool Party, and I'm using, again, the little snowflakes out of the Very Cute stamp set. And I'm just going to lightly stamp off. And then we're just going to add some snowflakes. Some of them are going to get hidden, so we don't have to cover the whole thing. I just wanted to be able to get some in there. And I think we're going to add one more round. Right in the center. There we go. Okay. It was just too much plain white without it. Okay, we are going to add our tree with dimensionals. So we're going to get one there and one there and there. Always room for embellishments. Oh, I did get a little goober there, didn't I? Okay, but you know what? Let's just move this. There you go. How's that? We covered that little spot up. Okay, now I used, remember I had the presents. So I already pre-stamped on Garden Green, Real Red, and Basic White, the presents, and I fussy cut those out. So then we are going to add a dimensional here, and we're going to tuck this one kind of right down here. And then, and I'm just doing this one flat. Where's my little silicone sheet? Okay, we're going to tuck this one in here, just under the edge of that branch. And then we're going to add a green one, just kind of overlapping onto both of them. And then we're going to add, put a little star on top of the tree. Okay, then we're going to add a red present there and a green present. We're just going to kind of tuck right there. Isn't that adorable? All right. Now let's pull in our festive pearls. And let's get a new fresh piece of putty up here. And Cheryl, yes, we are going to put a little silver. It's not really a star, but okay. And then, oops, I'm just flinging things all over here. Then we're going to use some of the red ones as ornaments. Now, if you look at the Merriest Trees stamp set, there is a little stamp, and then there are dies that will cut the ornaments out so you could actually use ornaments. You could put the big star on there also. I decided that I kind of liked, because of the distance here, I was afraid that it would cover it up. So I decided that, number one, I didn't want to take the time to stamp and die cut the ornaments, and I loved the way the festive pearls looked. I don't think you can have enough festive pearls, anybody, right? Okay, and we're going to add one more. They say odd numbers, but let's put, how about right there? We do have an odd numbers. Oh, yeah, we can't really do that. That's not working very well. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we have, and I do love the red one. I love how it pops a little bit more. It does pull these ornaments a little bit more. It doesn't blend in quite as much. So isn't that awesome? There you go. Yes, Wendy, it really pops with the red. I agree. I have these cakes came in a package of 5. So I'm going to go through my papers and pull some other colors and be able to make boxes for these other 3 treats. And then I can just start handing them out. I could leave one in the mailbox for the mail person, right? Okay, good, Jackie. Let's see if Kristen makes for how many in the class or how many in the school. Isn't that awesome? I agree. The green is very pretty, but it just kind of blends down in, and this one just really pops. I may pull this one off and just add some red behind this instead of the green, just to make it show a little bit more. So hopefully you guys liked this project. Again, post pictures on my Stamp with Peggy VIP. I would love to see what you do with it, what stamp set you use, what designer paper. Okay, don't forget now, it's not Christmas papers, but the papers in the annual catalog are, let's find our cheat sheet again. Papers will be 20% off tomorrow through Thursday. And it does say, and I was thinking where, actually I don't see it on this flyer. In the past, it has been while supplies last. And it may mean that they do have more, but they set a limited amount, say whatever, 1,000 packages of Garden Green cardstock. Once they sell that 1,000, then it goes back to regular price and there is no more sale. So don't wait. You do have 3 days. So you do have time, but get your wish list out, work on it tonight so that you are ready tomorrow morning to get your order placed. Host code KW46DE2T. Sounds like a hee-haw phone number, doesn't it? And then a reminder that I will have some little surprises for those who do place orders. Again, the order has to be at least $50, and I will send some little surprises out. Might be bigger surprises the bigger the order, but you will love whatever it is, right? Okay, you guys have a fabulous week, and I will see you next Monday, just before Thanksgiving. Everybody have a great week. Bye-bye.